Pint glasses.
Pint glasses. Like real ones. They even have the little pint logo on them. It's what you want to get when you get a authentic pint glass.
So what's going in these pint glasses?
Well, it's St. Patrick's Day.
Oh.
So this is our...
It's fun. Oh.
Oh, God.
Whoops.
Okay.
Okay. You obviously don't
Well,
open too many beers.
They have... There's a little metal thing in here that... I guess it's a nitrogen thing.
Uh-huh.
A little nitrogen robot that lives inside these things, and it's supposed to
Wow.
Imitate the process.
Oh,
sort of
aren't you
draft
supposed to like tilt the glass or something?
No.
Oh.
You know how I shake.
I know. Oh,
God.
it's okay.
Maybe.
Oh, are you shaking?
Am I shaking? I think I have a...
Shaking with excitement or just...
No, my developing degenerative nerve disease.
Welcome. Here
Good
we are
times.
once again.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that.
is it going to fit perfectly? That looks great.
That looks great. So
Yeah.
you hold this because
Oh.
I am shaking.
Oh, God.
It's because I know the world is watching.
Yes, the whole world is watching.
The whole world.
This is like the Olympics
Yes,
or
'cause
something.
we're
Just
like-
millions of people have tuned in.
We're back. Another one of our highly anticipated holiday specials.
Smell of a beer. So, beery.
When you initially proposed to me that we make a St. Patrick's Day special, my first response was like, I don't really want to do that. I do have issues with almost every holiday.
You do.
Except for
True.
Arbor Day. Arbor Day is a great holiday.
Oh, okay.
It's about planting trees.
That's nice.
When I was young, I was like,
Yeah.
Arbor Day, that's a good
Who can
day.
dislike planting trees?
I
I mean, someone's going to dislike planting trees, certainly.
I
but-
don't want any trees on my property.
Oh,
I don't want anything I have to trim.
shrubs, bushes,
I don't want
trees.
anything that's going to fall in my house. Nothing that I have
Just
to
get
trim.
rid of it. Yeah.
But as far as like outside of my little realm,
But for other people,
for
trees.
other people, trees are for. Yes, trees. Yes to trees.
Okay, so on that note,
In my shaking hand, I'm gonna
toast.
Toast.
So we don't drink
Oh,
beer
yeah,
very
we
often.
don't, we didn't even look up like what they say in Ireland when they
Oh.
toast. They must have something that they
Oh
say.
crap! There's
We
probably
didn't look
something
that up.
really sweet.
Yeah, we didn't do
Well,
that.
we'll just drink, I guess.
This is pretty good.
Has that like frothy head?
Oh, I was talking about how much I don't care about holidays.
Oh yes, but this is such a fun time. You're embracing the COVID's so fun. We're embracing things that we didn't maybe previously embrace.
I'm embracing things.
You're embracing things.
You
yeah.
you embrace.
I
things.
embrace things. That's
You
true.
do.
I
You're-
like celebrating.
You buy Christmas presents like when it's time for Christmas.
I do buy Christmas presents. That's correct.
You remind me
Mm-hmm.
to observe holidays, which I really appreciate.
I do my best.
to speak of St. Patrick's Day, I have to say that's one holiday that I
Did
I
you
feel
feel
like-
like you weren't Irish, so you couldn't celebrate it?
well, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I did feel that way. To my surprise, I'm part Irish.
You are. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
He's
and
actually Irish, and how
how Irish am I?
how Irish are you?
I'd like to demonstrate
Oh,
with this.
Irish Spring. Ooh, that's
Ooh.
wow,
Yeah, that's.
that's potent. Oh,
Ooh,
oh wow.
wow.
Okay.
I know it's kind of like opening up a.
Oh, God.
Well, it was originally marketed as a very like
Huh,
a,
sort of reminds me of my grandpa in a way. It's
Oh yeah,
like,
it was a manly. This was a.
showered with this.
But I'd like to demonstrate.
Oh, right. Yes.
I
Back
would
to your
now-
percentage.
Like to demonstrate and hopefully not
Yeah, you
hurt
and a
my
knife is not like.
shaky guy with the knife.
She's just trying to pour a glass of
Should I-
beer here, and I mean.
I know, and I can't even do that. So now I actually have a knife and a bar of Irish Spring.
Okay, and you're gonna do this like in the air.
Well, I better make sure I don't do it into the beer. But I'm gonna demonstrate
God.
to you how
Go slow. Oh dear. That looks dangerous.
this knife is not
Oh.
very.
Watch out for that finger at the end. Oh God.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing what you taught me to slice down. That was one of the
You're welcome.
great things that she told me.
I did.
I had
used
spent,
to do very, very poor knife skills in the past.
I had spent, like 45 years of my life chopping things the wrong way and really hurting myself every time.
Can that even... I'm scared you're going to cut me. Wow.
So there we go.
That does look about accurate. Yeah, that's... Okay,
This is it.
so
This
hold
is
that.
it.
Right. What is that sliver then? So
This is 7% of this Irish Spring bar, which represents... This is how Irish
it's a solid 7%. Yeah.
This is how Irish
I'm going to move
I
the
am.
knife. Far away from Lou. Okay.
Understand it, but Stiff Little Fingers were like kids living in Belfast.
In Northern Ireland.
In Northern Ireland, who existed with this kind of... with the Troubles and with the and with this kind of like this political strife and
that energy.
and they sang from it in such an incredibly passionate and articulate way. But I knew that I had to cover a Stiff Little Fingers song.
Yeah.
And it's called Suspect Device. The solutions are our problems, and they put up the wall on each side, time and premise. Make sure we get fuck all. They play their games of power. They cut and mark the deck. They deal us to the bottom. But what do they put back? Don't believe them. Don't believe them. Don't be bitten twice. You gotta suspect device. They take away our freedom in the name of liberty. Why don't they all just clear off? Why don't they let us be? They make us feel indebted for saving us from hell, and then they put us through it. It's time them bastards fell. Don't believe them, don't believe them. Don't be bitten twice. You gotta suspect device. Don't believe them, don't believe them. I tell you, question everything you're told. And just take a look around you at the bitterness and spite. Why can't we just take over and try to put it right? Don't believe us, don't believe us. Don't be bitten twice. You gotta suspect device. Suspect device, we do what we're told. Suspect device, can't score and no go. Suspect device, the army can defuse. Suspect device, they know they can refuse. We're gonna blow up in their face.
Wow. I wonder if they even have this soap in Ireland, or if they're like, that's ridiculous. Of
Well,
course we don't have Irish spring soap in Ireland.
Well, there's a lot of...
Because we take on so many... I mean, I feel sorry,
we do a lot of
what
very
we've done to
cartoonish
Irish traditions. I can't. It's just like many things Americans do. I'm not going to say we ruin them, but we really
make it into like kind of a cartoon.
Yeah, it's so much.
And that kind of that colored my perception of
Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Irish
Charm.
Spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we did buy 2 boxes of Lucky Charms for this special.
We did. And the kids are not bummed. Because it's all marshmallows, basically. And the grain cereal, you just sort of put that in the compost.
Well, I thought one of the funny things that we could do for this special was that we could say that one of our St. Patrick's Day tradition, well, one of the St. Patrick's Day traditions that we do is the separating of the marshmallows.
The separating of the marshmallows.
It's time to separate the marshmallows.
Oh. Is that your Irish accent?
Oh,
you're really feeling that 7% now. You're embracing that 7%.
Do they say I, or is that Scotland?
I don't know.
Even
though I think I perhaps maybe even more Irish than you.
How do you want to demonstrate how Irish you are?
I don't.
You want me to demonstrate? I
don't.
We have a pretty good guess.
My father is he's a reasonable man, and his guesstimate on my Irish ancestry percentage, he says he thinks it about 35-40%, perhaps. I'm actually waiting on my DNA results. They were not done in time for this, but who is St. Patrick?
So, I mean,
what is St. Patrick's
my
Day?
my impulse was to, at first when we started to do this, we got to trot out the Irish Spring. We got to get the Lucky Charms out.
Done.
We got to get some.
I'm kind of like,
even
even though I know this looks sort of like what we were just talking about, cheesy things, but I'm sort of really liking this now. I'm like, I feel good about this. I like this look.
Well,
sincerely. We also wanted to know a little bit of the history of what St. Patrick's Day is. And so we did what anyone would do, and we looked it up on the internet.
Mm-hmm. We did.
So what did you learn?
What happened was...
This was a long time ago,
or what they say happened. I mean, do we really know whatever happened at any time? Really? That's my other...
How do we know this?
That's my other beef with history. It's like, do we really know?
That's another thing you have a beef with besides holidays?
Yeah, just history. Yeah. His story. His story.
Damn right. Mm-hmm. Too many men telling the story.
Yeah.
I agree.
They kind of twist things around. But
yeah,
the story is that he was kidnapped and brought back to Ireland, where the Marauders came from, the gang of toughs. Some tough Irish guys.
Okay.
Took him back to Ireland.
Yeah.
And he kind of grew up there. But he embraced
Christianity.
He was really into Jesus, I guess, and he wanted everybody to know about Jesus. Mm-hmm. And so he's kind of credited as bringing Jesus to the island
and he introduced the concept of
Ireland.
The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit with the shamrock.
So look at this. There is no shamrock.
No, there's no shamrock. That's a...
It's a clover.
It's a clover, right.
Which is,
so, but he used that to demonstrate how they're all connected,
the Holy Trinity.
Right? The Holy Trinity.
He used that to be like, it's like this. Here's the Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
So he had his hook. He had his little...
then people would wear them as identifiers, right?
Yeah. But somehow, his
shamrock, that is.
But he died, in 461, so that's quite early on. But his legend grew.
Wow. So he died on March 17th.
He did.
Okay.
In 461.
Right.
So
461.
So they then, from what I understand from our brief visit to the internet yesterday about it, now that I feel like I know everything that I need to know about it, is that I could always learn more.
Yeah, let's say we can always learn more.
I could absolutely always learn more. His legend grew to the point where they started to attribute all of these super heroic things, and one of which is that he chased all of the snakes out of Ireland.
But, right, I love this fun fact.
Yeah, there were no snakes in Ireland.
There's no snakes in Ireland to be run out, so...
Yeah.
Oh, my life is changing every day and every possible way. And oh, my dreams, never quite as it seems, never quite as it seems. I felt like this before, but now I feel it even more, because it came from you. Then I open up to see the person falling here is me, a different way to be. who just gone back today, the wild-eyed boys that have been away. They haven't changed, haven't much to say, but man, I still think those cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was and where you could be found. I told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I said the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. Friday night they'll be dressed to kill down at Dino's Bar and Grill. The drink will flow and the blood will spill, and if the boys wanna fight, you better let them. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I said the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I was on the outside when you said you needed me. I was looking at myself, I was blind, I could not see. A boy tries hard to be a man, his mother takes him by the hand. If he stops to think, he starts to cry, oh. Walk away, I'll walk away, walk away, I will follow. If you walk away, I'll walk away, walk away, I will follow. Your eyes make a circle, I see you when I go in there. Your eyes, your eyes.
Our conversation, of course, inevitably led to the Cranberries. We did our due diligence, and we did a little research.
We did some research on Dolores and the Cranberries, and wow, what a important artist, and so important to the people of Ireland and her music, and wow, what a voice.
Well, I really, when the Cranberries first happened, that first hit of theirs, I loved it.
Another song in the medley is Thin Lizzy.
Who are from Dublin.
Yeah. And
really interesting band.
We
very
had to do them because Izzy loves this song, The Boys Are Back in Town. I mean, like, it makes her crazy. She just starts dancing.
Phil Lynott, the lead guy of the band, very unique guy, played bass and sang, and just such an amazing delivery in his voice. And of course, as a singing bass player, I feel like it's a rare thing. And he was also
a singing bass player.
And he was also left-handed.
But then this last one.
Then the greatest. This is the success story, I think, of all. One of the greatest rock success stories
ever.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I have some pretty strong feelings. I mean, I have to say, I heard U2 when I was pretty young, but I heard them in the context of Joy Division.
Oh, interesting.
You know,
right.
Bauhaus.
Which now people would not associate.
No, I heard them in the context of what is defined as post-punk. It seemed like U2 was taking this kind of threatening, thrilling music, this post-punk music, but they turned it into this incredibly melodic, like, celebration. I do see precedent for them in other bands, but what they did was pretty extraordinary. So we just talked about a lot of the most well-known Irish bands.
Oh yeah, right. old,
So
like
people would be like,
long time celebrated.
yeah, I'm a little, I'm a little,
Not new music.
yeah, I'm a little worried. People would be like, oh, gee, well, that's obvious.
Don't you know any new music?
Don't you know anything new? Mm-hmm. Do you even care about new music anymore?
He does.
Old man. You old man making your goofy specials.
Who's this band that you've...
I'll have you know.
Oh.
I like...
You like new music?
You know what I like to say? And this is something that I'll probably repeat over and over and over again.
For the rest of my life?
For the rest of your life.
Yes.
And it'll be my little thing. It'll be my little like self-satisfied...
Your one thing?
My little self-satisfied old man thing that I say all the time.
Uh-huh. Okay. What's it going to be?
This is it.
Hit me with it.
This is it. My favorite music
Uh-huh.
is music I've never heard.
Put that on a t-shirt and
Yeah.
sell it.
How do you like that?
My favorite music is music I had. Now, who else has said that, right? Where did you subconsciously...
What? That's a Lou Barlow.
taken that and made it your own?
That's a Lou Barlow original.
Really?
TM.
Googles it really quickly.
I don't know.
Okay. We'll look that up.
You look it up.
So wait.
You get on. You get on that.
So this original quote is, again, what was it?
My favorite music. Hi, I'm Lou Barlow, and my favorite music is music I've never heard.
Right there, folks. Yep, that's it. This is the quote.
So in 2019, I was on tour, of course, because that's what I used to do. Sitting on a bus.
Yeah,
You know,
as you do.
As I do, sitting on my butt on the bus.
You're behind on the bus.
And Mark,
Yeah.
our guitar roadie guy, said, "Have you ever heard this band? I saw this band play a festival, and they were amazing. And you got to check this out." So he played me a song by a band called Fontaines DC, who are, I believe, from Dublin, and it was amazing. The thing about this song that I find that really resonated with me in this last year is I find it to be kind of like a really uniquely optimistic song. It's almost like it's like a poem set to music, really.
It is. It's really like a poem, and I think it does really have that feeling of like hang in there and don't give up.
Some things have been kind of turning around lately, right?
I do feel like it's amazing. You know, we look outside and the snow is melting, and today it's, you know, hovering close to 60 degrees, and you can smell earth. And we had a very
my parents were vaccinated, or they're now fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
And so they're today my mother invited our daughter Izzy over to their house.
Don't get stuck in the past. Say your favorite things at mass and tell your mother that you love her and go out of your way for others. Sit beneath the light that suits you. Look forward to a brighter future. 'Cause life's not always empty. Life's not always empty. Life's not always empty. Life is not always empty. It's not always empty. Sink as far down as you can pull up. Happiness really ain't all about luck. Let your demeanor be your deep down self, and don't sacrifice your life for your health. And when you speak sincere. Believe me, friend, everyone will hear. Life's not always empty. Life's not always empty. Life's not always empty. It's not always empty. Life is not always empty. It's not always empty. Bring your own 2 cents. Don't borrow that from someone else. Bring yourself a flower every 100th hour and throw your hand down from your lonely tower. And if you find yourself on a family way, give your kid more than you got. Life is not always empty. Life is not always empty. It's not always empty. Never let a clock tell you what you got time for. It only goes around, goes around, goes around. Take your family name for your own make sense. Cause each day is when it all begins. And don't give up too quick. You've only got one line, you better make it stick. If we give ourselves to every breath, then we're all in for the hero's death. Life ain't always empty. 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 Life is not always empty.
We made it.
Congratulations.
Oh!